Greetings. I've been recovering for the past week. I like it nice and quiet, on deep thought. How quiet do I like it? So quiet you could hear a mouse pissing on cotton. You ever heard that one before? That's a Southern saying, by the way. Have you ever heard that one? You probably haven't, especially if you're not a Southerner, or an American. I like clearing up specific aspects of metaphysical nuance, whether it be Buddhist or otherwise. And the term Buddhism, of course, is completely meaningless. That term didn't even exist until the 16th century. Doesn't mean anything at all. But there's all these different buzzwords that Buddhists, and by Buddhists I mean people that actually have never read doctrine, and they have no idea what Buddhism actually teaches. These buzzwords that these people use, one of them is specifically the Pali term Sasadavada. What does that mean? They'll say, well, that means perpetualism. Perpetualism is the belief like an eternal soul. And since Sasadavada in any translation from the Pali is considered a heresy, and Sasadavada is linked to the soul. And that's not the case at all. That's actually not what the term means. And the opposite of Sasadavada is Uchidavada. Means cutting off. The Vada, the doctrine thereof. Nihilism. Well, that translation is accurate. Nihilism, Uchidavada, is heresy. But the opposite of, wait for it, of nihilism is not eternalism, which is what these Buddhists translate Sasadavada as. That's not what it means at all. The word specifically means to hop or to leap over and over again. It literally means perpetualism. Sasat, meaning perpetualism. This is what Sasadavada means. Sasadavada specifically, and something that you would easily understand, is karmayana. The belief that you are a karman or an agent, agencyship, because that's all kama means. Kama, karma, Pali, Sanskrit, makes no difference. It's a belief in action, It's a belief that you're an agent within and of samsara, There's no getting off the roller coaster. There's only a better this life or a better next life. Sasadavada. It is heretical, but it is in no way, shape, and form in any translation ever linked to a belief in the soul, and of course a belief is just that, a diti, nuditi, like atta nuditi, which means heretical views about the soul, of which there were countless ones, not only now, but also too back then in the ancient times. Atta nuditi, heretical views on, about, or concerning the soul. And all views of the soul are, of course, consubstantial constructs of the empirical consciousness. And no view of the soul confers the soul, nor does it guarantee or have any connection with transcendence, liberation, i.e. specifically the word nirvana or nisbandhu, bhavnirodha nibbandham, the subjugation of becoming means nirvana, or yoga chitta vritti, nirodha. Yoga's culmination is the ending of mind perturbations, chitta vritti. Anyway, Sasadavada has nothing to do with the soul. It refers to perpetualism, or karmayana. It has nothing to do with the soul. Yet every Buddhist out there says, well, you believe in the soul, this is Sasadavada, means eternalism. And, belief in the soul, and belief, of course, is just that, atta nuditi. Speculations on, about, or regarding the soul is put down. It is dissuaded, not only in Upanishadic thought, not only that of Advaita Vedanta. It's not direct connection. It has nothing to do with liberation specifically, either directly or indirectly. Sasadavada is the belief that you are a karman or agent within samsara. You're going to do actions so you could have a better this life or a better next life. Agencyship. Actions. Karma. Everybody loves to talk about the word karma. What does karma mean? It means action. If you think you're an agent or a karman within samsara, then you believe that you need to do things for a better this life or the better next life. In other words, you believe there's a roller coaster, but there ain't no way off the roller coaster of samsara. And a roller coaster is almost exactly what samsara is. Samsara literally means to go round and round. Sansarati. Perpetually riding the roller coaster. And you are an agent within samsara, which you're not, of course. And you're going to do actions, good actions, for a better this life or a better next life. And this, of course, is what Sasadavada is. Sasadavada is never connected with the soul or the belief in the soul. Yet all these so-called Buddhists will tell you that. Well, if you believe in a soul, then you're an eternalist. And an eternalist is the Pali word in the doctrine Sasadavada. No, it's not, actually. I don't know how much deeper you want me to go down the rabbit hole in discussing Sasadavada, but it literally means perpetualism. Perpetualism. Sasadavada. The doctrine or belief, vada, of sasada, which means hopping actually. Sasada, which is no different than sansarati. Sansara and sasat, it's the same thing. There are all these tricks these Buddhists will tell you. Well, you can't believe in a soul, that's eternalism, and eternalism's a heresy. And the other heresy is nihilism, Uchiravada. The opposite of nihilism is not the soul. The opposite of nihilism is perpetualism. Just think about that for a second, by the way. And these are two heresies, undeniably, Uchilavada and Sasadavada. The opposite of nihilism, or Uchilavada, is not the soul. It's the belief that you're perpetually in samsara and you're an agent of, to, and in samsara. There's no way out. You're on the roller coaster. You need a better ride or a better trip next life. That is what doctrinally the word Sasadavada refers to. It in no way, shape, and form connects the soul itself, the Atman or the Atman, with this heresy called Sasadavada. That's not my opinion, that's doctrinally accurate. This is the stuff I've been dealing with for decades with these people. It's so easy to debate them, but they don't want to listen to facts, logic, and reason. It's like, you use these catchwords and you'll misinform people as to what they mean. And this is the only thing they have to stand on, which is nothing at all. I've actually written a long article describing every occurrence of Sasadavada. If you want me to actually post you a link to that 3-page article with all the book and verse citations, I certainly will. I'm actually looking at the article here that I wrote years ago. But, these people are materialists and nihilists. What do they think the basis of Amata Gamimaga, the path to immortality, is? Yeah. Immortality is never connected with Sasadavada. Neither is the Atman. There's no such thing as an eternalism heresy in doctrine. There is the heresy that one would have the belief that they are an agent or a karman within samsara, and there's no way out other than to make a better this life or next life. And that is exactly what Sasadavada makes reference to. These people are materialists. They're nihilists. And yet they will conflate and lie and lie and lie some more. Say, well, you can't believe in the soul. Which, of course, belief is just that. It's belief, It's not direct insight. It's not wisdom. So beliefs are bad. Having a belief about the soul is, of course, not the soul. It is a consubstantial, constructive, empirical consciousness which doesn't confer liberation or transcendence. So that is, of course, correct. We can't start having beliefs about the soul. But dissuading beliefs against the soul is not dissuading the only refuge, the light, jyoti. It's not dissuading the soul itself. We can have all sorts of ideas in our heads. But these ideas are just that. They're beliefs and ideas. No form of transcendence or wisdom is based in beliefs and ideas. And yet these people will also too conflate that. They say, well, you can't have a belief on the soul. You know, that's wrong. It's heresy. Well, that's true, but you know, the truth is in the nuance between what these people will actually tell you. Let me know if you'd like me to post the article to Sasadavada, this perpetualism. Perpetualism is the belief that you're an agent in samsara, but you are not an agent in samsara, or of samsara. That is what Sasadavada makes reference to. It's perpetualism, yeah? It's not eternalism, and it's not connected to the soul doctrinally whatsoever. I've debated these people for decades on it. They always lose. Always, without fail, they lose. Because nothing that they believe in is accurate, wise, logical, and it is certainly not doctrinal. We say, well, is Sasadavada and doctrine? Sure it is, and I know exactly what its occurrence and context is. They can't debate these things, and if you can't debate something with ease, then you certainly don't understand it. And these people really, really don't understand it. So, I hope that wasn't too dry. I tried to keep it nice, short, and sweet. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. As I've fondly called it, 2022, Clown World. Because it sure as hell is. I hope that doesn't sound too negative. I'm not a negative kind of guy, really. Been a little bit negative for the past 2 weeks while I've been suffering in a lot of pain and recovery from the coof, but I'm mostly recovered. Lux Eretus.